Pimp My Setup episode number 245 streamed live on July 14th, 2017 for all of our Patreon supporters and Twitch subscribers. My name is Matt Philly. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm Matt Philly. That's producer Tom. Check him out at Thomas Philly on Twitter. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I thought you were going to say something else after that. So.
He's doing great. He's doing great, everybody, just in case you were wondering. Before we get into the setups today, let's take a quick second to hear a word from today's sponsor. This episode of Pimp My Setup is sponsored by Simple Soch, a social media management dashboard used to help you engage and grow your social media presence. It's simple for anyone to use and comes with everything you could possibly need, like a visual composer with 1 million plus royalty-free high-resolution images, pre-sized templates, a hashtag generator, real-time user-friendly analytics, a scheduler, and a trending content connector so you can pull what's popular from the web and post it directly to your social accounts to increase engagement and more. You can try out all of the pro account features for free for 2 weeks by going to simplesoch.com. Shout out to today's sponsor, simplesoch.com. They're going to be giving away a free $25 gift card for Amazon to one lucky person that signs up for their 2-week trial and just tries it out. You don't even need to have a credit card or anything like that to sign up. It's all free. 2-week trial. Give it a shot. Link is down below. Once you sign up, put in your email address on the sign up for the giveaway, and you're going to be automatically entered to win the $25 gift card. All that information, like I said, is on the link down below. Go click it. And yeah, shout out to them. So, hey, let's not waste any more time. Let's just hippity hop on into the first set of the day, submitted by Robert. Mr. Robert here is 17, uses it for photography, and you know what? I kind of like the change of pace here because, my God, we've seen the same goddamn setup over and over. We'll see the same goddamn setups coming up shortly, but this is a little bit different. You know, we get the single monitor. He even has his laptop off to the left side, so I like what he's going for. It is, yes, it's IKEA. It's, you know, a lot of the same peripherals and stuff, but I feel like it's a breath of fresh air for me, so I'm liking it, especially because in the next photo you'll see off to the left, he has his TV. Is that really the most optimal positioning? God, no, but I don't know what's to the right side, so maybe he's got a bed 7 miles away, and it just seems to work, even though bezel's fatter than your mom. But I like the shelf underneath, I like the cars, and the best part about it is in the first photo, we get even more cars bleeding throughout the setup underneath the monitor. We got some, like, Hot Wheels, dude. That throws me back. And then, you know, we got the DeLorean and all that off to the right side there, which I think is really cool. Maybe it is just a smidge too much with the two cars right there, because it's kind of like, even though the speakers are technically in the same symmetrical position, opposite sides, working out in the perfect corner, I still have a feeling that maybe, and this is where it gets a little bit crazy, you take the speakers, which should be on isolation pads or some sort of lift stand, something like that, to kind of bring it up so that it's kind of level to your ears. Of course, if you're sitting up here, you don't want it to, you don't have to go to the extreme of having it like literally level to your ear, but right now it's low. You put something like the camera or the car in front of it. Of course, it's not like, oh my God, I can't hear now. But it's just like the idea of bringing it up a little bit. Not only is visually more pleasing, but it's just probably going to sound a little bit better. And I just said visually pleasing, but let me reiterate that again. It'll just look better in general. So I do like the simplicity of it. And really, when you break it down, out of sight, out of mind, usability, really super great. Just bring the speakers up. It'll look a lot nicer. And plus, you do have the room on the left and the right side to technically put a standing pole, mount, stand thing, words, to have it so it's not even on your desk if you want to do that. We saw in just like 2 episodes ago, worked out really nice. You don't have to do that though. You can just bring it up a little bit, maybe angle them up or something. Would look really nice. But I think everything else in this setup is super nice. The cable management, I'm not going to lie, I didn't give it a great score. Yes, the Signum is being used, but it does look like you kind of half-assed a lot of it, which is what's very common with a Signum. You spend just a little bit of money to pick up the Signum, and then you just say, hey, you know what? I could just throw it in there and call it a day. Like, yeah, I get it, and that's cool. But yeah, it could have been a little bit nicer.
It does have the power brick against the wall, so technically not all of it's in the IKEA Signum.
Yeah,
so that took some work.
Yeah, I just think like more so, you know what I mean? The spaghetti twirling in the corner, like those are all tingled now. That's an issue. So that's just how I feel. But you know, and again, I always say this: thank God his photos were really nice quality, because when I see a goddamn DSLR. If you have terrible photos and send me a picture with a DSLR on your desk, I will kick you in the throat. thank God, right?
Yeah, no, the photos are good. I like them.
And he uses setup for photography, so I mean,
there you go.
He's
just showing off that he has a camera.
Yeah, I want to know everyone's thoughts down below in the comment section regarding the usability of the MacBook. For me, I actually think it's not that bad. Obviously, he's not sitting there like, I can't really type. It's kind of at a shitty angle. Obviously, he has his peripheral setup, and it's also something he could take on the go, which is key for photographers. So I think it's great, but I want to hear what you guys think. What do you think of the lava lamp, shit like that? Is theme really over the top with just having cars on the desk? What do you think, Tom?
I feel like there should be a little bit more, but at the same time, you know, there's not a lot of room on the desk, you know, with the cars there and all that. Yeah. But yeah, I think it works.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So, hey, let's go to the next setup submitted by Nick. He's 19, he was set up for gaming. And when I look at this, man, I just wish the photos were better. You know, some people just have a hard-on at the idea of sending LED photos. They want it dark. They want the glow. And when I don't use it, we've seen this in fast passes, normal submissions, you name it. People are like, why the fuck didn't you use my goddamn LED photo, man? And I'm like, you know, it's really dark. We're trying to look like, god damn it, man. I spent $19 on LEDs. And I'm like, yo, chill, take it down. Just a notch or two. And Tom knows it's true. How many people get mad at us?
Yeah, they're like, oh, the night photo really shows off how sick it looks. It's like, well, you can't see anything. That's why. It makes it look good because you don't see anything.
Exactly. Those cables that you see on the desk, they disappear because it's too goddamn dark to see anything. So people get so salty. You really just need to take a chill pill. But I do wish these were brighter. These are technically kind of bright. Yeah. They're just overwhelmingly bright now because of the RGB. But what I really wanted was to see the first shot further back.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people tell us that wall is right there, man. You have no goddamn idea. But personally, I feel like he could have gotten a better photo, and it kind of would have told the story about what's going on up above the monitors. So when I look at this, I don't know what the theme really is. I don't even know what the hell that is. What do you think that is?
Like the picture above?
Yeah, it's like some goddess or something.
Looks like it's some sort of raven or something like that.
Yeah, which some not my cup of tea,
some
but
babe.
Yeah, some hot babe. You know, it's not my cup of tea personally, but at the same time, this is your theme. I don't know if you finished it though.
I wish it was black frame. Like it just does not match the wall. Should we just skip this setup? Yeah, this setup sucks, dude.
No, I'm just kidding. You know, I like the case. The Primo is awesome. It's not the Primo. That's the Lux, I think. I don't know. I had the case in black, and it was dope. I like it. I think there's enough room for it. Do I like that the left monitor is like, and I'm holding on? I don't know a song about holding on. Is there a song about holding on?
I don't know.
There's probably a song about holding on. But that's definitely how I feel when I look at this. I'm like, yeah, that's a little off on the edge, but is it really?
You could be on the edge of glory.
I'm on the edge of glory. But I do think it's fine because it's not really the biggest monitor in the world. It's pretty small, and it works. It's nice. It's not the end of the world. Technically, though, if the PC was on the floor, you'd be able to accomplish it without any overhang. But this could just mean down the road you get a bigger desk, a bigger space, and then all of a sudden you're bowling. And you're good. A lot of people in the chat, and by a lot, I mean like 4, because we're doing this live for Patreon and Twitch peeps. And we got Mr. Atsu and Mr. Bones in chat, and they said, you know, headphone hangers should be elsewhere, should move the speakers, because they're like grinding up on each other in between a little light. I was going to say a little. Yeah, I agree with that. Spread it out, make it look good, put the headphones somewhere else. That's definitely a good idea. The guitar also, is that the best? Sure, maybe, I get it, but hey, it's a Taylor, so it's a good guitar. Or I'm sorry, guitar. Did I just accidentally say guitar? Stupid me.
Guitar.
Looking down below the cable management, this is an example of he's just doing what he's got to do. He's doing it right. He's doing it real right.
Doing it right, everybody.
I mean, I like it. You know, the sub is in a good spot. The Velcro, the cable's just looking good. Looking real good. You know? Would you agree?
I can definitely agree with that. Yeah, you did a great job.
Great job.
No signum needed.
Fuck signums. Okay. Let's just go to the next set of some James. I realize I'm starting to go a little too slow on these. 16 years old, you set up for video editing, gaming, and listening to music.
Wow.
Man, the fuck is going on there, man? You know, you're 16. You got to have some goddamn common sense. You got to just know, like, I'm submitting to Pimp My Setup, the show all about cable management. This should do. This is fine. Yeah. I hope you wake up one morning with just a bucket full of cables all over you and you can't get out. You're like,
I hope you trip into that underneath part and get tangled by the wires and get choked.
Eaten alive. Yeah.
Just eaten alive.
Yeah, some Final Destination shit where it gets choked out by cables. That's his cause of death. Oh my God. I should do Final Destination Setup Edition. Different ways to be killed by your setup. I'm probably going to do that. But man, I think this is the exact reason why I am going to stop doing the show. Thanks for watching. Seriously, what the hell? And the worst part is he sticker bombed the shit out of his case, which is fine, but it kind of looks tacky when you put an Apple sticker on a goddamn Windows PC, especially when it looks like some pre-built shit. But it's probably not, because you're rocking the Trip Ski monitor. He's dead.
Yeah.
Trip Ski monitors. He's got some soundproof foam, which is really just acoustic foam, which everybody says, hey, it's not going to do anything, but James doesn't give a shit.
James likes it, dude.
You know, his shelf is full of like absolutely nothing, mainly junk, but it's fine.
Grand Theft Auto games from PS2. That's
boobies. Cool. Tom's like, whoa, weird boobies.
Oh yeah.
And then he realized it's just that. But yeah, I think the speaker placement is fine, but it could be better if you mount all three monitors, lift those bitches up, and you'll be more than fine, dude. And then of course the mouse pad should be burned like yesterday. That would be great.
Yeah, it doesn't match any of the colors you have in your setup. So why?
Just ugly.
Like, did you get that before? Like,
he needs some milk.
Maybe he's colorblind like Logan Paul.
Yeah,
we don't know these things.
That's true.
Maybe everybody who is colorblind should just say it in their email, just in case. You know?
Yeah, we
never know.
I just think that this setup is like, you always talk about white on white on white on white. And I usually don't care that much, but something about this desk with the white drawers just really...
Yeah, usually you mix match, like contrast with the black.
Put some gray. I don't know. Yeah. Put something else. That's just what the
Maybe he's cable blind.
Shut up, Tom. Don't ever help him. Speaking of what the actual F kind of setups, Adam, 13, you set it for art, animation, and some casual games. You might be saying, man, he's 13. He's an up-and-coming art animation kind of dude that likes to play casual games.
I can tell.
But I don't care if you're 13, 5, 39. This is just stupid. The underneath part is just bad. It's just bad. I don't... Like, I really... think you would understand looking at your tablet that the cable is extremely tight. That's maybe not a good idea. Maybe that's why your tablet is extremely tilted. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe that's how he wants it.
Right. I mean, but for me, I just think that's kind of a problem. One slight wrong movement under the desk, that's it. That shit's done. That's over, essay.
But that's the only problem with the setup, I think. The underneath part.
I disagree.
What else is
you
bad
know why?
about the
Because
setup?
I am in the mood to fight. So let's fight.
Let's fight.
I'll find shit wrong with this. Where's the theme, buddy? I have colorful cups. That's my team.
I feel like, you know, he has his work and his play, and I feel like maybe he can do his own paintings or own drawings or something like that and put that on the wall. Be unique with that. But I think it's
so that is another problem.
That is a problem. Yeah, it is a problem, but it's not a necessary thing you have to do first before anything else. Fix that bottom part underneath first, and then worry about everything else later.
This is actually another idea for a series. Set up, I don't know, debates. We'll go back and forth and decide
where it suits. Is
it actually a good setup? We debate back and forth, and I'll prove every fucking person wrong. You ready?
Well, because you'll always be on the right side because you'll make it fixed that way. So I
can say this is a great setup, but I ain't gonna do that. The tablet definitely shouldn't be right there. You should definitely reconfigure the layout of the left side. Obviously, you're separating, like Tom said, work and play. You have the right side looks a little bit more like, hey, I can do a little bit of schoolwork here. I can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and on the left side, you're like, bitch, I'm about to draw. It's gonna be the best damn thing ever, man. I just think it becomes an issue with the speaker placement. The tablet doesn't have any room. The cable is just too short for what you're trying to do. The cable management coming out of the monitor isn't centered to that exact portion of the desk if you are going split 50-50. The right side's way too cluttered for my liking. The PC case shouldn't be dead smack dab in the middle of dab in the middle of the desk. You can even see.
Yeah,
I dabbed. But anyways, that should be on the left or the right side, and that's just kind of how it goes. You know what I'm saying, T?
Yeah, but 13, he's got 13, some aspirations, and he's gonna make it someday. Adam,
I hope you cried.
Adam, draw a picture of Matt and show how ugly he is.
Okay, yeah, don't. You'll break your tablet. Hey, let's go to the next episode by Matt. All right, thanks for watching. Sebastian, 17, you set up for gaming and streaming. Nice. Typical triple monitor motherfucking globe wallpaper kind of dude.
And his picture of him and his girlfriend.
Oh shit, that should be blurred out. Jesus, you gonna get in some action right there. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm kind of in savage mode right now. I hate those wallpapers. Damn, I feel so good now.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
No, they're fine. They're fine. They're cool. You're gonna piss some people off. I'm just telling you. You should make that shit flat. But the real thing that I see here is a boring wallpaper, dude. I think they could do something cooler with it. Really though, just I don't know.
I think I know what's wrong with the setup.
A lot. But what else? Jesus. You know, this is something great. I was reading the Discord chat earlier. I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Sirius. He's probably not even watching. He's a little bitch. But he pointed out, looking at the thumbnail, this is the thumbnail because that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. He's got a Razer mouse. Oh, here I'm doing the clap. You know, I'm going downhill. He got a Razer mouse pad, Corsair products, a Logitech t-shirt. My dude is very confused. Oh my god.
You get pissed off at people for being fanboys though, so they can't win.
No, it's just funny. The problem is, there's nothing wrong with being a fanboy. I'm going to poke fun at it regardless. I'm a Corsair fanboy. Sue me. But don't actually do it. But here's the thing. The Razer mousepad, if you have that, you're automatically, in my eyes, a little bitch boy. And I'm being sarcastic.
Being very sarcastic.
I'm very over the top today. But honestly, the mousepad is just awful. The Logitech, that's gaming. That's not. I don't even think that really correlates to the peripherals, obviously. But I think you could have did a nice job hanging it, at least. I don't know.
It's in a frame, though, isn't it?
I know. It's in a frame, but I feel like it at least pull it out so it's like flat, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like...
It's kind of a last-minute decision, probably.
But, you know, I think the left part of the shelves is extremely underwhelming. Right side, even that, underwhelming, you know? What is the theme here, Tom?
Guns and roses. Guns and hoes too, yeah.
Guns and hoes, man.
Don't call Sebastian's girlfriend a hoe.
I'm just kidding.
I didn't notice his PC was all the way over here.
Yeah, this is actually the next thing I was going to say. First off, those are two speakers, left and right. No, just bad. Too overkill. Unless this is a home theater that you're having 37 friends over for a movie night. Come on. Plus, that goes to show the points that you lost. Accessories. You know, from what I can see. I don't see headphones. Do you see headphones?
No.
The speakers are just way too big, and that's the problem with the desk. The desk is too small to even fit anything else on it. You've maxed it out already, and that's just kind of depressing, if I'm being honest. But yes, I agree with the computer being there. You don't realize it, which is another sad part because it's a dope PC. I saw in other photos, but the main thing is the cable management coming out of it. You know. Have some goddamn decency.
Some respect.
Some respect up in this bitch. I'm sorry, respect.
Respect, yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, the cable management is flawless, and I also hate you for that because it's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You go ham down below and up above, you're just kind of like, pfft.
Yeah, it's just the cables coming out of the PC that you have to worry about. Everything else is fun.
Yeah.
It's not a bad setup either. I just feel like maybe if we had a further back shot, we probably could feel out the room more, but
yeah,
it seems cluttered just in this little area, even though it's not. It's not cluttered.
That's true. It is true. The bigger picture really does solve a lot of
bigger picture.
Yeah, it's a puzzle. We got to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
Sometimes the puzzle pieces don't fit, but
sometimes you drop the puzzle.
Yeah, sometimes a square doesn't make a circle.
That's life, dude. Hey, let's go to the next setup. Somebody by Ross. Ross. 16 use setup, 3D rendering and design, along with studying and gaming from time to time. Not all the time, just time to sometimes.
Sometimes.
So this setup deserves a smack upside the throat, which makes him go, because
Wait,
this is probably the weirdest episode I've ever done.
Did I get it? You weren't on camera.
You know, because imagine getting smacked though in the stomach.
You smacked me in the throat.
I just said the stomach, but yeah, in the throat. Like, because you normally you expect someone to slap you across the face, so they go like this, and you're like, whoop, and then you just
nice
like
trachea shot.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. The reason I say that, the reason you want to get smacked in the throat for this, is because, sir, I don't know if you're aware, this is not a desk. This is a shelf. Because I don't know, man. It's just maybe when you're sitting there, your legs. Oh shit! People always yell at me for this.
He has no legs.
I forgot to make the split second judgment.
Second
About maybe I got to think about the other side. What if he doesn't have legs? And the more I see it, Tom, I think with him sitting on his bed,
he does
in a spot with no leg space, he doesn't have legs.
But isn't that a stool?
Well, I mean, how do you get off the bed? You slide off the bed onto the stool, onto the floor. I don't know. Now it sounds like it's raining. But, you know, I just want to put that out there. Ross, if you have no legs, sucks to be you, man. I got 2 legs. I'm doing pretty good. Well, I have 3 legs. Okay, we're going to end that there. Really, though, as much as I appreciate what you're going for with the shelving unit and desk in one combo, technically when people do that, they leave the middle open for these things. Again, if you don't have legs, I'm just explaining it. Things we have called legs, they're what you walk on, and when you sit down, you kind of have to put the legs somewhere. So that could be your issue.
Or maybe he's a smaller person and he stands and does it.
Someone just said stand desk. You just said stand desk. Maybe here we go again. I'm just being a dick, not really thinking of all the different.
Maybe he's like 4'1", and he's
4 foot. If you're 4 foot, it's fine, dude.
Yeah, I like people that are smaller.
Okay,
I'm just trying to give him some like love, you know, like make sure he's okay.
Yeah. So
if he had a desk, this setup would be great.
World Gaming in chat just said there's a skateboard on the wall. How the fuck do you ride a skateboard with no legs?
You ever see a dog ride a skateboard? Come on, dude.
They have legs.
No, but it's different. Are
you referring Ross as a dog?
He's doing this.
Oh, doggy swim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like laying on it.
This is going too far. Really, though, leg space is a big issue that becomes an issue, but of course the cable management with it is pretty good. That's because I would assume all the cables are just spewed into the right corner there. Hopefully they're managed. It is a pretty nice setup, though. You know, I bring up those speakers a little bit, maybe put them on some isolation pads. I'm going to say that all the time just because I can. Theme is actually pretty cool here with the stuff up on the wall. I wish we could see a little bit more of the cork board. I like the double globe or full globe, showing half
showing the world.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think that you have something going on here. We just need to see a little bit more, and I just think for somebody that's doing 3D rendering and design along with studying and gaming from time to time, this is an extremely uncomfortable setup. That was pretty good, eh?
That was great.
So, hey, let's go on to the next setup. From Gavin. Gavin here is 30 years old. He's set up for work and entertainment as well as gaming.
Gavin. Nice.
Now look at those speakers and look what they're on.
Those are expensive isolation pads.
I prefer when setups are just. I prefer when speakers are just on the desk.
Yeah, I don't know why people get these suits that have stands.
I'm just kidding though. Seriously, that's really nice. I think his accessories are awesome. He's got tons of cool little knickknacks and gadgets. And,
does he have headphones?
I feel like he does have headphones.
You think he would have headphones? I feel like he does. He probably just has them in a drawer or something like that.
Probably did, but we can't treat him with special powers just because he got a fast pass, which, by the way, Pimp.com/perks.
Man, I want one of those.
You know, you technically don't need one, Tom, right?
Oh, okay.
You kind of work for the show. Okay.
Nice.
So what's going on here with this setup is it's very simple. The cable management portion I thought was really nice. You know, that's the beauty of some of these IKEA desks that have the built-in cable management. Slippity slop, sloop. You just slide that sloop slop in and lay it down for a good nap. And I just think it's really nice. The PC, which by the way, he has a complete build log, and I didn't include any photos of his PC. That's not his PC. What the fuck are you doing? That's his side.
Oh. I'm like, what is that on the side?
Yeah, Tom's just having a little bit of a problem
I
there.
didn't see the PC, even though it looks cool.
Yeah, but yeah, so I just lost my train of thought because someone was zooming in on a goddamn cell phone
You
for
didn't show
thinking it
the
was a
pictures of the
PC.
PC because
So this PC is really cool, and he sent me portrait photos. I didn't use them because they were portrait, but he has a whole build log, and I'm going to put that link down below in the description if you want to see everything, all the close-up photos. Really awesome build. I really thought it was pretty badass. So, yes, I will pop that shit down in the description. Now, the main thing that I really wish he would do here, and here comes basic bitch Matt out of nowhere. The PC's got the beautiful LEDs, probably NZXT Who Plus or whatever, just super sexual, really makes you just, So why not throw that through the setup a little bit? It doesn't have to be overwhelming, but I see your Strix wallpaper, and it's got that multicolor feel to it. Imagine just a simple strip behind the desk, something else popping through, maybe something that lights up on the desk. I feel like that would take this setup to the next level and really add another dimension, because right now, when I cover the PC and I look at the setup, it's very bland. It's very not only lacking theme, but lacking color. And that was really his biggest issue, was lacking more than just the equipment and the arrangement and the usability and the cable management, all that stuff. We just need to be able to see some color, some life, some theme. And I think that's really all there is to that setup, right?
for sure, yeah. LEDs would be nice. Some like just flying all over the place, just lights everywhere, like spotlights.
37 Philips Hue, spotlighting down on the setup, strobe lights.
Looks like you have the money for it, so just get popping.
As long as it gives you a seizure, you're doing it right. So that's how I feel, at least. Quote me on that. Next and final set of the day, submitted by James. He is 21 years old. He was on episode number 40.
Wow.
Number 40, dude. But that's a season 2. We go way back. But James has been around for a long time. This is his setup back when he was on episode 40. He was still living with his parents, so the left side was his. But now he was like, fuck that shit. I moved out. I built a new computer and I switched the game up. He still works for his father's agency, so he has to work at his desk like every day. So just keep that in mind. But he also uses it for gaming and whenever he has free time. But also he had to put his setup in his living room because he's living by himself. I'm sure he has like an apartment or rent a house or something like that. But he also added in like his entertainment setup and all that stuff. So ultimately it became sort of a man cave. So let's check it out. Here we go. Starting off with this photo. This is the corner of his living room where he's got his PC set up. Honestly, if you flip back real quick, Tom, and then flip forward, it's pretty similar. It's almost the same situation, same desk, same overall placement, except the PC is obviously different, mounted above. He's got his helmets up above as well. And then, of course, instead of having someone else's setup next to him or a printer or anything like that, it's his entertainment setup. So if we go to the next photo, we can see how that looks. Of course, cool. It's cool. It's a really nice hangout room. So I guess he's hanging out. I don't know. Maybe it could be an apartment, but I think it's an apartment.
Yeah.
But, you know, first thing I see is the mismatching color furniture, which I'm sure this is just what he had. But that is something that would really just tie that room together and look even cool. But of course, it's kind of tight, you know, but that's just kind of what happens. Now, the cutest thing, I don't think you're ready for this, Tom, unless you already peeked at the photo.
I
you
knew
little
about
bitch.
it.
You little bitch. Yeah, whatever. All right, go to the next photo. This is the cutest little doggy ever. And it's funny because his dog was a little bitch. Get it? Because it's a dog. And
everybody's a little bitch.
Yeah, and chewed up his LED cords or whatever, his LED, something for his LEDs. I don't know if it was the remote or whatever, but he can't turn his LEDs on now around his PC. But I just saw this so funny because he's like, I'm going to put a picture of my dog because my dog's the reason why I can't put on my lights. But first, I love this corner because we're probably not going to look at this again. Rear speakers, guitars on the wall, super cool setup, really nice couch and everything. Previous photo again, really, really, really nice. But focusing in on the setup itself, I just want to know what you guys think. The PC, yes, it's probably in the best spot for right now because you can't really put it on your desk. You can, but you're going to miss out on seeing into it. You can't put it to the right or the left because of the drawer and also the entertainment setup. Is that the best spot long term? Is mounting a PC on a shelf something you would have the balls to do? When I think of that, I think, my God, you need balls the size of Argentina.
Argentina's huge.
Huge. Because I just feel like maybe one day a stud or something is just going to be like...
You're thinking way too hard.
It's just going to be like, guess what, buddy? I'm sorry, James. I got this. And all of a sudden, everything. 3 monitors, a whole PC, his favorite goddamn helmets.
Yeah.
Gone. Done. Over.
Yeah, it just blows up and incinerates. And
Yeah. It's not even going to collapse. It's literally just going to be like... Would you do it, Tom?
I would. Yeah, he doesn't have room for it.
That's why I don't like Tom.
I like it. It's different because not a lot of people do that. You know, they always try to fit it underneath their desk.
You wonder why?
It's not because of that. It looks like it's solid. You know, it's bracketed in with the freaking
thin as shit, yeah.
triangle, whatever. You know, it looks great. I think it looks cool there. It's a nice little centerpiece because you don't have anything that would go above that. I don't know what you're into besides tigers and helmets and all that. So I think it's a cool thing to put on your wall. Like, basically, you're not putting it on the wall. But
I do think that was probably the funniest exchange, though, because it's like, not all people do it. It's like, yeah, they don't do it for a reason. But no, honestly, I do wish that it was a thicker piece, but I'm just going to make the assumption that he's kind of a smart guy. He's like,
he has the extra brackets.
Yeah, maybe he sat down on it. He's like, hey, this shit can lift me. It can lift my PC. Because you have to think, some PCs get pretty hefty. Pretty goddamn hefty. I know with certain kind of cases, it can go to like 30, 40 pounds.
Wow.
Wow, Tom.
That's
right?
how much I weigh.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, as long as, like Bones just said, you don't live where, earthquakes happen, nothing like that, you're fine, dude. Really, though, I think you're fine. It's a cool setup. You know, we're not critiquing the entertainment setup, but if I was, I'd be like, it's just a little tight with the center speaker up against the Xbox, and then you have what looks to be like a mini fridge right there.
You're critiquing it.
But yeah, that's what I would do if I was going in depth. But like, the thing is, I just think about, man, I wish that was my house or my apartment.
Yeah, I love the couches. They look really nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. And like Atsu said, rotate one of the lamps so it's opposite, you know?
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's a really nice setup. Theme may be lacking just a little, like Tom was saying with the tigers on the wall and stuff, but like maybe just show us a little bit more. But when I look at the entire room, I get the vibe, so it works out. But now it's time for the part of the show where we give the score. So here we go. Mr. Roberto with an 86, Nick with an 82, James with 66, Adam with the 58, Sebastian with the 78, Ross with 72, Gavin with the 90, and James with an 84. Guys, thanks so much for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup. Episode number 245, recorded live on July 14th, 2017. Don't forget, pimpmysetup.com/perks. Buy a fast pass, skip the line, fuck everyone else. Also, civilsocial.com is doing a giveaway. Like I said, link is down below. Get a $25 Amazon gift card. Buy yourself whatever, I don't care. Done. Drop the mark if I could. That's it. Thanks for watching. That was the weirdest fucking show I've ever done.